questions, start throwing them in. We'll try to answer them as we do every week. YouTube, do me a favor if you get in here, if there's anybody that comes into YouTube, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if the audio sounds okay. Trying a little earbud action. So there's that. Let's see. This Friday, we have a piece of content. It's going to be a Q50 fit check, which is cool. So if you've seen some of our fit check series, we kind of go through. It's kind of like a fitment guide, video guide, kind of tell you what you can fit, what you can't fit. Kind of tell a little bit about the car, et cetera, et cetera. So Q50 up for this Friday on our YouTube channel. Make sure you get tuned in for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Some big's coming around in just a few weeks. It's official now. Some cool things are going to happen. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and make sure that you're subscribed to our newsletter. And you can get there by going to konigwheels.com/subscribe. Get subscribed up. It should be worth it. I'm almost positive it's very worth it. So with that said, any questions? Happy to do them. Oh, today's podcast, which is coming up in just about 50 minutes time, on our YouTube channel, is going to be. We had a conversation about some of the cars, some of the JDM cars that you can afford. That Hold on, we got some things going on behind the scenes. Am I like a duck or something? Blown out. Jeez. All right. Sorry to be blown out. Anyhow, with that said, we our podcast today, we're talking about some of the cars, some of the JDM cars that you can import. They're still affordable, and some of the ones that are here in the country already that you can get your hands on. And we kind of rap about that for a little bit with Nick. Nick is new to the company for us. He's not new to cars. He's super car nut, just like all of us. So I think you'll enjoy to meet Nick. Come on into our podcast, hang out with us for a little bit, and make some comments. Let us know what you think about some of our picks and what other picks we need to consider. Questions. Let's start nailing them through. Hey, YouTube, is the audio good? Three people. Oof, it's a banger. It says it's medicated. You're not supposed to like just eat Halls like it's a cherry flavored candy. Why didn't you just buy cherry flavored candy? But no, it's not a mint. It's a cough drop. But a medicated cough. Why don't you just buy some cherry flavored candies? Okay. Yeah. Ooh, there's something. Listen, I'm telling you that it's worth getting subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, um, tell your friends. It's going to be a cool thing coming up in just a few weeks. Please make sure you get subscribed on our YouTube channel and make sure that you get subscribed to our newsletter, konigwheels.com/subscribe. That's where we're going to be dropping a lot of announcements, and a lot of those announcements will be spread out. So you may not have the same announcements on YouTube. You may have the same announcements on social media. May not have the same announcements as in our newsletter. But I will promise you this: the more exclusive of the club that you're in, the better notifications you will get. And for this particular event that we're going to be doing in just a few weeks, this is going to matter. Time and speed will be the element to what we're thinking here. So make sure you get subscribed to konigwheels.com/subscribe, where you can throw your information into our email list. YouTube. All right, what up, 14 people? How's the audio? Got a little airbud? What's up? All right, I can deal. I can deal. Anyhow, got any questions, throw them in. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Appreciate you. If you are not subscribed, which I think you probably would be if you got a notification. Anyhow, please don't mind hitting that subscribe button. We like you. Yeah, appreciate you, Hans. I love them. Yeah, throwing it down in grid life. Hmm. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a tough one because GMC Terrain. What year was it again? 2014. So 14 Terrain. Uh, Geez, I'm trying to remember the bolt pattern. Trying to remember the bolt pattern. We may have to follow up with your DMS. Will help you out with that. I don't know that we have everything that you need for that truck. It's like a front wheel drive offset on a um kind of a car platform. So like it's a front wheel drive offset. But we got to double check some things. So we'll check you out. What you got? Yep. Right. Yeah. So here's my take on titanium exhausts. Real titanium exhausts, to me, the biggest benefit is the weight savings, and if you're really looking for something dope as far as a look appearance on an exhaust, I think that that's where titanium shines. As far as its lasting, I think titanium is strong as a metal, a little bit brittle when you start to get things welded up, right? Welding titanium is an art form. Obviously the same things that you have with stainless steel. It's got to be back purged. It's got to be welded at the right temperature. You can overheat titanium to the point where like all these characteristics can change the property of how strong the weld is. I believe that sometimes that plays into certain factors. There's some really amazing exhausts, but you're going to pay a lot of money for a real titanium exhaust. So if you have the money, and it's one of those builds that you feel like you don't drive maybe every day, or the weight is that important to you, um, then I say titanium's a good player. If not, yeah, I mean, look, there's plenty of stainless steel exhaust. You have to decide, what that, 50, 75 extra pounds is going to mean for you. What up, YouTube? Shining like a diamond today. I love it. Okay. Oh, well, damn. Double dipping, I like it. You're getting 2 different angles of me. That should be enough to make you sick. IPL? Help me with the IPL. I feel like I should know what this means, but I can't register it right now. As far as G37 goes, yes, we have fitment for it. It does depend on exactly what size, what width, and what kind of a fitment you're looking for, but yes, we have fitment for it. We're not if when it comes down to dually, we're not gonna be your match there. A lot of really other good companies that have a lot of those wheels that really specialize in that truck segment. Um, we're just not one of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, love it. Appreciate you having. Who said that? Yeah, of course, of course. Honorary handstand. Amy asked me ultra game. Oh, I wish we could. We just don't have a place for wheels that are not brand new in a box. Um, but yo, the F3S is a super dope wheel. And we got some more goodness coming up in just a few weeks. Stay tuned. Oh, oh, that's dope. Could be a bunch of other places too. How much? No, not. I have been waiting. I do believe so. The person that I was potentially going to get it through is another industry person company, and look, you got SEMA coming up, you have a lot of different things going on, and I know it's not a high priority for them, so I don't know if maybe we'll pick up some steam. I'm gonna give it till after SEMA before I say, hey, what's up, whatever, but it could still happen. Could still happen. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'm used to getting my hopes up on cars, and then they just don't pan out, so. Mhm. Yes. Yes, there are. Make sure you tune in. We got some stuff dropping. So it's gonna be fun. Yep. I mean, to me, there's no really, there's really no comparison to me. I mean, I take the Mark IV Supra. Obviously, this is given that they're all in a similar playing field, right? But like, as far as condition, right? Um, but yeah, I take the Mark IV Supra. Oh, okay. I mean, if it's so it's going to be a G37 with Brembos. And as far as the G37 goes with Brembos, there should be some fitment. The problem that you have with the G37 is inherently, depending on the year. If it's a later model one of the G37s, it's going to have a tighter fitment in the rear. So it makes it a little bit difficult to do some cool things, whereas comparison to, let's say, G35. If it's a G37 that was in kind of the earlier years, right when they transitioned, kind of from the G35X and it's a sedan model, again, you're still a little bit tighter, but it's a little bit better than the G37. So kind of in that realm. But the Brembo thing we got to navigate through. So you're gonna want to pick something that has a little bit more face forward, but we should have fitment for you. DMS will happy to help you out. Hmm? Hey. So you got to forgive me a little bit because it's hard to memorize every single fitment. I believe with that car, you could do like an 18.9 and a half at like a 35. It's not the 2003. It wasn't a super aggressive as far as how much wheel it could fit. It's not like the more modern Mustangs. But you can still get some wheel on there. It's different than the modern Mustangs, which is a little bit more in the high offset range. It could take a lower offset wheel, but there are constraints. So it might be like an 8.5, 9.5 inch stagger, but you could DM us. We can happy to help you out and try to find you kind of the right fit. What else we got? So the hard part is I need a new daily. Like I've been driving my Atlas. It's time for it to sleep. So I want to get something new. I don't know what to get. Like I just everything's so expensive, and honestly, I don't really love anything brand new. I'm talking about like a brand new car, like I'll lease something because I have, the stuff that I don't drive every day. But like I don't know, like what's good out there that's as far as a lease goes that you can go get and like is actually fun because I've been to a bunch of them. Just not feeling it. Nothing really good. Yeah. Yeah. South Africa. I love that. Yeah, Cape Town? I don't even know if you're from there. Where is that? Yeah, I mean, listen, I appreciate that you keeping a lookout. I'm gonna say that that's slightly outside my coverage area. Um, but if you figure out a way that there's a boat coming this way and you can load it up, hmm, it's Luis's fault. Let's be honest. But yeah, all right. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, I like the SQ5. Um, they're really expensive though, like really expensive. The problem I have with Audis and even like with Volkswagen stuff is they drive really well, but I struggle to understand how they actually like last in a maintenance sense. Now you can have somebody like Doubt that will argue it, but oh, excuse me. Oh, super tired today. You could have like somebody like Doubt that will argue it, and I've worked on plenty of cars, but I just find them to be electrically annoying as far as like the amount of computer help that it needs. So if you're not really like super in tuned with that market, I think, and have access to a lot of cool scan tools, sometimes it can be a little complicated. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel you. The problem I have is like I don't I'm not in love with a new Bronco. I like it. I still think I'd like the four-door one, but I'm not in love with it. Yeah. No, I don't think that that's accurate. Um, there may be there may be some dual clutch transmissions. Um, and I also think that, there still are some manual options out there. Now, how many there are or what cars those are actually is a totally different piece. That out. Saudi Arabia. Man, we are global today. Damn. Global. What up? So yeah, so here's the thing. I thought about that. I went and saw them. They're very, very small. Like the thing about it is that I have two kids and I haul them around, and I don't want to create a situation where like I can't ever take my car to places and like bring them too. So well, yeah, but that's the nature of what that is. I mean, especially if you want to get like a circuit edition. Why? Oh, I'll do stuff to it. So I love Raptors. I would take a Raptor or a TRX. I really like the TRX. I would take either one of those in a heartbeat, except they are a grip of money. I mean, when we talk about money, they are a grip of money. And I don't really want to get some of those trucks used. I think that like not knowing what the history on some of the mechanicals on some of those cars that borderline had some higher warranty type percentages. I'm just not in on it. So I think it's a little out of my range. Mm, what you got? See, I don't really love the LC 500, but I really like the GX 550. The problem with the GX 550, besides the fact that it is expensive, but I think I probably can make it work, is the fact that the GX 550 seems to be having a lot of issues. Um, maybe because it's a brand new truck, but seems to be having a lot of issues. I'm in one of these GX 550 groups, hit or miss, but like, I mean, some people are just having an awful time with them. What do you got? Okay. The good news is with a CRV, you really can put almost anything you want on it, right? Like it takes a passenger car wheel. So like pretty much every one of our wheels, and the thing's not inherently heavy. So you really can pick anything you want. Decide what size you want, decide kind of what look you're looking for, and then just hit the site. What's up, man? How are you? How's the Stadia? Yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily need a truck. Like, so I don't necessarily need a truck. I think probably. So if I mean I guess it would make it easier. I mean, like obviously I would really like an X5M or an X7. I can't afford pretty much either one of those things unless they go really used, and I don't want to do that. So that's kind of out. Yeah. It's not that I don't. It's not that. Listen, I would lease a Volkswagen. I didn't mind the Atlas that I had as a daily, and but then the new ones seem to all be not working out so well for people. It seems like that 2.0 motor is kind of a suckage, and that sucks. Yeah. So here's where I disagree with you. I think that a lot of times the lease incentives, maybe not right now, but a lot of times the lease incentives, when you add the residual value of buying a car, it actually is cheaper to lease it and then do the buyout than it is to actually just purchase the car, right? The financing options usually don't always match. Now, right now, because things are a little screwed up, probably is you can find better deals on the finance side, which allows you to do the purchase. Um, I just feel that if you are not really into the car that you're going to get, sometimes it just makes sense, even if you pay a little bit more per month, if you were to divide it up amongst the buying or leasing, sometimes it just makes sense to lease it to be able to give it back. But that's my opinion. Yeah, yeah, Kyle. If I was I know. Yep. Yep. Boy, bro, those Yeah, so but I don't remember the 6.2s actually being nearly as bad. Like I feel like you could really do something. The problem is the 6.2 was only in the early years and they were really by now they're gonna have like right, it was just the first gens, but by now they're gonna have a billion miles on them, and that's the problem. You end up finding them for 150,000 miles on them. And I don't really want that, especially somebody that's beat the crap out of that thing already. Bro, I mean, what car are we talking about? This sounds like a Toyota. This sounds like a Toyota thing. Are we talking about like a Mark IV automatic? I mean, that's what used to happen. Um, I mean, look, uh, I don't know what car you're talking about. Uh, Give me more. Give me more, bro. Can you just say that one more time? Mazda Speed. Bro, No best wheel. I mean, we have a lot of wheels that are going to fit that car. You want to be able to do something between 8.5, in the 40s as far as offset. I think that you have a lot of options, and because of that, I can't really tell you what your style is going to be. 17 inch. I mean, I can easily see you doing something like a hypergram. I can easily see you doing something like a decagram. I mean, pretty much every wheel we make is going to have those specs. So. I would say hit the website, do a little things, and if you have any questions, let us know. We'll help you. But I don't want to tell you what your style should be. You know what I mean? First off, if you haven't sent us pictures, yeah, let us know. That's Kyle, right? Um, First off, I think the Stagey is super dope. I wouldn't mind dailying that thing. What would I put on a Stagia? Uh, Jeez, trying to run through. Ah, this is tough. This is real tough. Literally visualizing like every wheel we make like on the Stagia. And I think a lot of them just look really good. I don't know, Kyle, hit me up. We could talk about that off cam. Sorry for the minor interruption. This is coming up just in about 24 minutes times, 23 minutes times, something like that, over on our YouTube channel. It's also available on iHeart Media. It's available on Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. So if you want to listen to us in the car, that's your prerogative, and we appreciate you. Um, we're going to be talking about some of the affordable JDM imports that you can get still that are cool cars to own, and cars that seem to have already found their ways into the States. So make sure you tune into that. Friday, we're going to be having a piece of content that's going to be it's a Q50 fit check. So if you're into Q50s, well, holler at us. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. 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 So if you're looking to do a stock replacement, we have a wheel called the Incident. You probably could do that. Yeah, if you want to do something that's a little bit bigger, you could probably get into the like 15, 6.5 to a helium. Maybe you could do 15. seven, something like that. But the problem that you run into a little bit is just that once you start to go a little bit wider or anything like that, um, you have wheel options. What you don't have is you kind of run out of being able to make it fit. So now you're talking about flares and that little thing, but it's cool. So like you could do a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing a riv nut gun won't help you do. So I don't know. Holler at us if you have any more questions. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, a lady. Look, sponsorship is pretty simple. It's a value proposition in exchange for, marketing services in exchange for product, right? Or in discount for product or whatever it may be. I would recommend that if you are thinking about sponsorship and you're still at the point where you're questioning how does this work, go over to our YouTube channel, KONIG WHEELS USA, get subscribed. And once you do that, search the channel for sponsorship. We've done plenty of pieces of content there, including a whole 5-part series on how to build a sponsorship proposal. So that is all laid out for you. And it doesn't just apply to sponsorships to come to us. We kind of did it universally. So that's pretty much that. Anything else, Luis, that we need to knock out, or we are good? Let's do one more. Okay. I don't know the exact retail price. You'd probably have to just quickly hit the internet real quick. I'm going to say that it's probably, around 200 bucks a wheel retail, maybe 220 or something like that, 230, something like that. It's somewhere in that area, I think. Yep. So many options. We have so many Miata options. I just don't know exactly what you're looking to do. Size, if you're looking to do like something more in the stock size, 15.7.5. I mean, hypergrams are super popular. Decograms are super popular. What I would recommend is head over to the good people at Goodwin Racing. They have a tremendous amount of wheels in stock. All the options that we have. You want to go big, you want to go small, you want to go wide, you want to go narrow. They got them all. And they are purely fanatics about that car. They know every inch of it and can really give you some good advice on what fits. Their website's pretty good with that stuff too. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for hanging out with us. We come back here every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, when we answer your questions. So if you want to join us again next week, we invite you to do so. Don't forget to get subscribed to konigwheels.com/subscribe. That's where all the good stuff is happening. I'm frozen on YouTube. Anyhow, get subscribed. And in addition to that, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Cool things are coming in the next few weeks. We will catch you later. Peace out. How do you? It's like frozen, like frozen.